Our next press conference is Auburn University, and with us here this morning is head coach Rob Taylor and student athlete Luke Robinson. And Coach, let's just start with you. A couple of first question, just kind of an opening statement, and kind of how excited you are to get to this to the tournament here. Finally, you've had a very long season, a very successful season. Now it kind of culminates here with the championship this weekend. Just your thoughts on the season and how excited you are for getting the games going.
Yeah, I mean, you hit it. It's been a long season, 5 or 6 months of us training together. A little bit of a pause in our season in November with the Pan America games that went on. So we're very heavy in the spring semester with games, which is typical for us. But we're excited to be here at Nationals and excited to see the team play the way that we have down the stretch here, and look forward to some really good games this weekend in Marshall.
Yeah, that's one thing I was just going to lead to. What is the growth that you see? You mentioned a slower start because of the international play, but what progress have you seen the team make here as you head into March?
The guys have put in a lot of great work in practice, and we've been able to see it the last few weekends when we've had tournaments. Very fortunate to play 3 or 4 weekends in a row, so we're able to iron out some of those kinks. And then we had our spring break last week, so we were able to run 2-a-days last week to really work through everything that we needed to put ourselves in a position where we feel we can be successful this week.
Luke, from the player standpoint, got to be exciting to get to this point too. You're a veteran player and you've had some great games throughout. This is a tournament that's really balanced, and the competition has got to be great all season long. You're familiar with these guys, but it's got to be exciting to get on the court here tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. Really exciting. I mean, this is my last Nationals. Been around the block a few times, but I would say this is definitely the most competitive the league's been. Like, every game between every team, like, this is probably the first time you never know which team's going to come out on top. So every game's a battle. I like the chance this team has, too. I think our team's got a good group of guys, some young guys, some older guys, some vets. So we got some good balance there, but I think we got a really good chance to come out and make a statement.
Luke, as Kelly mentioned, long season, a lot of work put in over these last however many months, and just from your perspective as a player as well, what would you say makes your team bond to best on the court? Outside of practice, or if it's in practice, or.
Yeah, I'd say definitely. If I had to pick one thing, I'd say like the long bus rides. There's one thing about this sport is you get some crazy long trips, these tournaments. We went to Edinburgh a couple weeks ago. It was about a 14, 16-hour bus ride each way. So, we're just kicking on the back of the bus for 16 hours, chatting it up. You really get to know each other. And yeah, I think that kind of thing definitely brings us a lot closer when we get to the court and play together. Yeah.
I'll go back to Coach about mentioned the depth of this tournament. There's probably more so than any other year. There's 5, 6 teams that have a really good chance to get to that championship game. That's great for the game, great for the sport, that you just see the parity is getting bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, that's a testament to the college coaches that we have here to be able to develop that talent, and also a testament to the junior players that are out there that are doing the work that they need to, and making the decision to go to the best university for them. And you're seeing that parity because junior athletes are deciding to go all over the country instead of just going to 1 or 2 programs to play with their buddies. And I think that's where you're starting to see the competition at the college level where we really like to see it. So that way when we do come to nationals, it's not you're not going to go in knowing which team's going to win. You're going to go in knowing that there's going to be at least a dozen really close games and competitive games throughout the tournament.
And Luke, one more question for you. Just ask, what would be the biggest lessons you've learned as a wheelchair athlete, not only playing at a collegiate level, but playing in other leagues and such? What would be the biggest lessons that you have learned as far as your positive growth in your game and such?
I would say definitely just put your head down and work. There's going to be a lot of outside factors that you can't necessarily control, what other teams are going to do, what people are going to say. But I'd say the one thing you can control is how much work you put in, and then also just how you use that work and energy to help your teammates too. So, how can you pick your teammates up when they're down? How can you encourage your teammates to put in the same work? So that's definitely the most important thing I've learned.
Well, Luke, best of luck this weekend, Coach. Again, thanks for taking a few minutes today. Best of luck to your team, and thanks for taking a minute.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank
War
you.
Eagle.